Alright, we're back. Yeah, so what I did was let's see here. So I went ahead and recorded Avapop entering the slow route. It's like right here. And I want to see how long it takes, how many frames it takes for the ghost to catch up to the rod, or where the rod was. So you start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3. About 23 to 25 frames, right? So that's 23 divided by 60 times 2. So that's 46 divided by 60. That's about a quarter, or 3/4 of a second. So 0.75, right? Like, so yeah, so it's, you have to be, or like, so the gap between the rod and the ghost, right? I really should just like have this on hand. Distance between, or gap between rod and ghost depends mostly on ping, or at least that's what I'm thinking, right? Like your ping. I mean, it might, I haven't confirmed this or anything, but like I'm pretty sure it depends on, okay, hold on. Pretty sure it depends on both like Avapop's ping and Bejasoft's ping, right? So both like Avapop, who was driving the boat, and Laser, this account, who is watching Avapop drive, right? But I think it depends on both. It probably should. So like Avapop normally has, like, this account normally has 180 or 190 ping. Now it's 238, so I guess that makes more sense. That actually makes a lot of sense, right? Because that's, well, actually, no. Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's 238 times 2 is about the time gap, right? Because there's 23 divided by 6 here. You know what? I'm just going to get down there. Alright, 23 divided by 60. Or we can do 25 divided by 60. That's 0.416 seconds. 238, 0.238 times 2 is 0.476. So, I don't know. That's not close enough to, like, seriously think that there's, like, a correlation, like, an exact correlation between the two of them. But, I mean, yeah. It also could have, like, my ping could have been different at the time of recording. I wasn't in the boat, so I didn't have big, oink oink, or oink scoreboard, oink the boat HUD up. I couldn't see, I wasn't seeing the ping. Look, it's 287 now, right? Like, that's crazy. So it could have been different. But yeah. So assuming that it's 25 frames, so 0.416 seconds, right? That means if you're following, if P2 is following, here's P1. If P2 is following exactly right behind, then he needs 0.416 times 2. So that's going to be equal to 0.832 seconds, right? He needs that much, and we have 1.5, right? So you could think that, like, yeah, you could probably be like a whole, your rod can probably be like a whole, like, you know, a second or so behind. But we need to test that, right? So I'm calling up Crafty. He's going to be here in about 15 minutes, hopefully, assuming all goes well. And I'm going to do some nabbing with him. But in the meantime, I think we could probably look at this, because this does not, this is independent of this, essentially. So yeah, I'm going to definitely take a look at that now. I don't know if 1.5 has traditionally been enough in the past. Like, I like, 1.5, if my calculations are correct and stuff, right? It's still, the gimmick can work, or can work, but one, it's dependent on ping. So if you have someone with, like, bad enough ping, it might not work. And two, it still feels like a very narrow gap. Like, you have to be, like, super close to them to, like, even get it. And I don't want it to have to be that close. I want it to be, like, you know, 2 seconds. You have, like, an extra half second, you could be falling behind them. Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of the hope. But yeah. Alright, so I'm going to work on this now. Let's go ahead and make a backup of this, and then, yeah. Recording, yeah. 7:11, 10 a.m. Okay. So I think we're just gonna like legit just like delete this bit at least. We're gonna go ahead and delete this. Probably do something like use whites, just contrast. Also, I hate building this direction. This should be replaced with mud, by the way. But I think this should maybe be inside apex. Go ahead and do F3C over here. So I can try to like picture it. Oh. Probably do like big wide. It's actually a bit too wide, isn't it? Yeah, alright. That could probably be fine. I'm just gonna, oh yeah, can I close it off? Something like this, I don't know. I might round out that inside, maybe. Ooh, wow, that's early. Holy shit. Interesting. That's still definitely a line you can do. Okay. It's definitely like a much more watered down version of like the other turn, right? It's still left right going into it. Like, you know, you still like have this apex right here, you turn left, and then, you know, so it's still like a right turn. But it's, you know, it's further away, it's a much larger, wider turn. So I think, yeah. Huh. I think it'll probably work, right? It's not gonna be an overtaking corner, for sure. But oh well. Like, we have that duality of like, I want hard corners because then like people can make mistakes and then like that might be enough to get an overtake. But also like right here, we need it to be like easier so they don't like spread apart the gaps or something, right? Or like it just doesn't even have to be like easy. It can just be good enough. Or like no, not that. As long as you can follow people through this corner, it should be fine. But I don't know if you can follow people through a difficult corner. I mean, like, you can, but like there's the possibility like difficult corners typically are like heavy braking zones, and doing that is like, I mean, it might just be hard to follow people through heavy braking zones. So if they just brake early and like let go of W because like they brake too early, they can still make the turn just fine, but like, you know, slow you down, and then like you have to like, you know, brake, and then you aren't ready for it, and then the gap extends, and then you're out of that 1.5 second gap, which I still don't feel good about. I might make the apex not as wide. This is a pretty wide apex. Yeah. Let's probably do like packed ice here. Just mark it. Probably something like that. Yeah, that can work. Cause like if you're gonna go for the wall tap, you don't want to be on the packed ice because like you're not gonna want to break. You're just gonna like use the wall to stop yourself. So like the packed ice isn't that useful for that, but like it's, you know, I think it's better to like have more width so that people can play with it. Like if there's like a Tokyo or an Atom or crashes in front, right, and they don't want to like bump, or like they're afraid of like, you know, getting memed, they're like getting malicious intended during the race, or, you know, this is chaos, then yeah. Like, I don't want the track to just be 2 gimmicks, but that's what's shaping out to be, right? Like, I mean, if there were like difficult corners as well as gimmicks, it'd be like, okay, you know, if there are other elements, but it just, right now, it feels like it's just the gimmicks. Which is kind of what my tracks have been in the past. Like, I mean, Cyberworld 2 is kind of just like, yeah, the gimmick, and then like, you know, you have the turn afterwards, but otherwise it's just kind of like the split route gimmick. That's kind of all you've got. I mean, like, there is like, you know, that really, no, it might be a little bit difficult to like keep the line correct through like the fast route, but like that's yeah, I don't think I'm good enough of a track builder yet to like really make the best ever track. I mean, I can make the best ever track right now, probably, like, This is probably gonna beat Cyberworld 2, I imagine, probably. Although, since it's not gonna be decorated like Cyberworld, then we're gonna have to like get it over, because like Cyberworld gets carried by reputation. So like you know, if I decorate it like Cyberworld, people would be like popping the fuck off. But if I'm not going to, then I'm gonna like, it's not gonna be associated with Cyberworld that much. You know, it has a Cyberworld gimmick, but it's not like gonna be like a Cyberworld, and then I'm gonna have to like, it's not gonna have the reputation of like the series of Cyberworld. So there's that. But like I think on paper this probably should be better, right? The gimmicks are better, etc. But like it's still, I don't know. I'm not like super amazingly proud of it, which is what sucks. Damn. Yeah, okay. So like I think this is good. I'm gonna do a little bit more thinking about it, but like I think it should be okay. Yeah, I might make my apex a little bit thinner. Maybe. I mean, yeah, a little bit thinner. There you go. Okay, well it's been 15 minutes and that's what practice said. It seems to be online now, so I'm probably gonna have to stop recording soon. I mean, I could keep recording, but like I'm gonna have to like like if I wanted to record the meeting between me and him, or like the test between me and him, I'd have to like record Discord audio as well, which is have to like stop recording anyway. And I don't think I really want to do that. It takes time to like mash them together. So, alrighty, that's my cue. Alright, yeah, we'll see where we go from here. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.